Hey guys, today I'm here with my 17 Nismo. I got these Sustec or Tenabe lowering springs. We're going to go ahead and put these on the car. I'll show you how to do it. And yeah, we'll go ahead, get started, and hopefully it lowers it pretty good. If not, I guess we'll just find out. Alright, so to remove the rear springs, I have some blocks that I'm going to put the wheel on, and just to keep a little bit of tension on the arm so the spring doesn't just go flying out, and then I'll undo that and it should relax. And then we'll go ahead and lift it up and the spring should slowly lift out. We'll go ahead and get that going. With it and get those springs out. Those came out. Go ahead. New one open. Length is about the same. Bring it back down just to make it a little tighter. And then we'll go ahead and put them back in. Now we've got them seated, you can see. Got them on the perch and on there. Now we can lower it back down and align our struts and tighten them back up. So go ahead, I'll probably throw a little anti-seize on the bolt and tighten those back up, and that'll be the rear end. Alright. So now we've got it lowered enough that I can align the strut. I'm going to go ahead, and since I live in Utah, I'm just going to throw a little anti-seize on here just to help the bolt stay a little easier to remove. kind of pushing the strut up. All right, that one's in. Now we'll go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Seems like that side's a little higher, so I'll bump it down. Go ahead and boop. There we go. All right, go ahead and show you. Got the old springs, got the bolt back in, new springs, nice and tight in there and in there. Bolts nice and tight, probably just double check them with the torque wrench. But yeah, they fit really good. We'll go ahead and move our way up to the front, show you how to do those. All right, so here we are at the front. This one, it's just a hair more difficult, but that's just because there's more pieces that go together. So we'll need to remove that, remove these two bolts, unclip all the brake lines and the ABS sensors, and then we'll come up to the top and we'll be able to undo it. You have 1, 2, and there's 3 nuts on each side. If you open up this little hatch, you can get to the third one, and it's just straight down in there, and that will allow the strut to kind of just fall out, and then we'll be able to separate it and get the spring off. So we'll go ahead and attempt to do that. All right, so we've got the sway bar end link undone. We have the lower bolts undone. Go ahead, lift that out of the way, and I believe that's a 13 or a 14, and we'll go ahead and undo the 3 and get this coil out, or this strut out, and yeah, we'll be able to separate it. Toss it in there, use all safety precautions. Then just take the gun and blow it out. Make it explode. So, go ahead, back up in here where it needs to be, and go ahead and tighten it. Alright, so we got all the shit back together. Got those. The one inside here, even though it has the access hole, still kind of a pain in the ass. And make sure you have a magnet handy for that one. Those are 13. Let's see. Yeah, this is not helpful. trying to keep you on the stand, trying to be lazy. So that's an 18. Those are 21s. Put it back together. Got the spring in. We'll do one more side, and then we'll see how low it is.
At least if I could change my oil, then I could fuck it.
Yeah. All right, so we finished it all up, got it all bolted back together. Doesn't really appear to be too much lower right now, but we're just gonna let them settle, see how it rides, take it around the block, and yeah, turned out good. Now I got red springs for a race car, so let's see how low it settles. And see if it's bouncy or not. I wasn't going for like crazy performance. That's why I didn't do coils on this. But I also didn't want to spend any money, and these were $80 brand new, so why not? Alright, so we made it back home. Blowing springs. It's kind of settled. We'll kind of keep track of it for the next few days. See how it looks, see how it turned out. Other than that, the ride quality was pretty good. Felt a little bit more firm, but not a whole lot. But yeah, there it is. That's installing the springs. Just decided to drive it home and get out of the shop and just see how it does. So red one driving by.